Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part two. I'm gonna open the second box from the TCG company. I got Eevee Heroes Korean, and wrote down some notes. The best hit I got out of there was a ultra rare Espeon V, the alt full art. You can see at the end of the last video. Now, in the Evolving Skies version, it's $68, but you know the Korean one won't be worth as much. I just use that to sort of be able to tell how good the card is, because I don't really have a market price on the Korean version. But this is, as you can remember, I took the first one out of here, and now I'm gonna get the second one. And you know, the ceiling thing looks all weird, and now that looks like it's been dropped right there. It doesn't look like somebody's tried to open it. It's just, you know, but I mean that could be the delivery service and have nothing to do with the seller. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get too down on the seller about that. So again, I may at some point try to zoom out a little bit, but I mean, you do get a good shot at the cards, I think, this way. I don't know, you know, after a few years, I may have a little superimposed picture of myself while I do this, but yeah, I'm not that good looking, so it really doesn't matter. The point is to see if the light can go out. I'll fix it again. Let's see. It sometimes does that. I run a very unprofessional channel, but I mean, maybe that's what you guys are sort of looking for. I don't know. What happens is I just do this so that you can see what an individual seller may provide you with a particular product, so you can see if you want to you know, use that seller to do business with. You know, I try to also, unless it's just apparent that they've scammed me and it's just poor hits, if it just happens one time, that could be anything. You know, it could just be bad luck. It is possible to just not get many hits at all, but I feel like you should be able to count on at least several V's and several VMAXs in a Korean product. They don't guarantee a SR. If you remember, I'm a big fan of Crystal Collect's channel, and she will let you know that in Korean, and she lets you know it in a real fancy way with Thomas the Tank Engine or something. But anyway, but I don't. Yeah, I don't. No, actually, Thomas the Tank Engine says China a lot. I think that's what it is on her channel. Anyway, watch that because it's pretty awesome. And I watch some other channels, PokeRev and some other people. I can't remember their name, but Crystal Collects is my favorite. So Jolteon V, I actually know a name of something. Amazing. So I'll put that there. I didn't even remember the name of Espeon in my last video, but I did start the video with it, so there you go. Now you know what that thing was, in case you didn't. You probably know more than I do if you're watching this, but you still can learn something about a specific seller. And my channel's so small, I don't have people going, "Oh, don't you do that. Stop making people aware that I'm scamming them." I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what people would say, but anyway, you don't really have anything to worry about if you're selling a legitimate product, I don't think. And there are sellers that sometimes will sell a legitimate product, and the person that opens just has bad luck. But you know, when it happens repeatedly, then there's, you know, there's enough of a problem to where you at least need to avoid that seller. So keep yourself a little journal, a little, or you know, a sheet or something to kind of log the kind of pulls you get from what seller. Like for example, if I am happy, I'm happy with the first box I got from this seller. If I'm happy with the second one as well, and at some point I want to try and buy maybe a case, then I may look at this particular seller if they have a case available to do that with. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I've tried navigating a few sites. There's some sellers that I like that are sponsored by places, and I've tried to navigate their sites. It's not that easy to do because I'm not that bright. But I have bought from the YouTube creator Crystal Collects. I've actually bought off of her website and have been happy with that. So I can recommend that. Recommend that. I can't talk, but I can recommend that. Okay. Well, there I got that in the last. I think in the last box, but it's a V, Espeon V. So, you know, I like the card. Not. It's probably about $3, I guess, $2 or $3. But you know, it's still nice to. It keeps it interesting rather than just pulling commons all the time. So that's good. So there's an eclipse tomorrow of the sun. How about that? Well, anyway. You know, in case you don't know, I have nothing to do with Pokemon, but don't stare at that. It's not good for your eyes. Even if you have special glasses, you can maybe glance at it, but don't stare at it because it can. The reason it can do eye damage so badly is it doesn't feel like your eyes are being damaged, but they are. A lot of ultraviolet light, and so you don't. It's intensified somehow. I don't know the exact science, but trust me, get yourself some of those special eclipse viewing glasses, and then after you have them on, only glance at it here and there. Don't stare at that, and you don't even really probably want to look at it at all if you don't have the special glasses. And you can get them. I know you can get them at. It's probably too late to get them, but you can get them at Barnes and Noble. They might not be the cheapest place, but I know you can get them there. And then there's different stores that might have them. You may even be able to find them at Five Below. And I guess you could run out in the morning and get them. You know what? It's almost like the last box. So I got this card too. This VMAX, very nice and textured. The Umbreon, we'll stick it in there. You know, kind of odd. It's so far it's very similar to the last box, but you know, we could have a major difference. Maybe I'll get a Moonbreon. That'd be so good. Yeah, so I got a little Moonbreon story. The first time I ever opened any Korean product was Eevee Heroes, and I didn't know anything about it. It was when it first came out in Korea. I didn't know anything at all about it, and so I was back then. I was reselling packs. I don't really. I sell some stuff, but I don't really resell packs. And I sell at a antique store. But anyway, so what I was doing is I was buying Korean cards for approximately around $2 a pack, I guess. I was buying them in boxes, but around $2 a pack, and selling them for $5. And I was making $2 because I had to pay for the cards, and then. Oh, a gold card, cool. Oh yeah, I got that one before in a different box. It's not that expensive, but it's still cool. It's a UR, and I think it might count as a secret rare. I'm not sure, but it's not. Yeah, it's probably like $2 or $3. I don't think that's a big deal, but anyway. So I opened the box, and what I was going to do is sell them out of the box. Anyway, the extra dollar, I'm talking around myself, that extra dollar, so, you know, I had to pay the antique store dollar. I mean, you know, so that's where all the 5 went. You know, that's, you know, I kept 2, I had to buy it with 2, and then they charged me $1 to just sell the pack. So anyway, so I opened the box, and I pulled 1 pack out, and I was like, well, let me just open 1 pack, and that way I'll have some cards to show the customers so they know what they're buying. Because this is before Korean cards were that big, really. And so I pulled the Moonbryon out of it, and I thought, well, these look fake. And I didn't know anything about the rip test, and if I had, I would have ripped a card that was not the Moonbryon, but I didn't know about the rip test. And because Korean cards' quality is different, I thought they were fake. But I wasn't sure. But I was like, I don't know if I can in good conscience, I don't know if they're fake or not. How can I resell these? And I was like, you know what? I'll just let them make their own mind up, and I'll put these cards out with them so that they can, as examples, so they can see this is what the cards look like, so you know what you're buying, right? Again, I didn't know what a Moonbryon was, so or what a secret rare was or whatever. So I put those out for display, and I think the night after or whatever, I joined TCG Player, and I read a bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh, this sounds like this is a pretty popular and expensive card. Let me go to the antique store and retrieve my Moonbryon, and, you know, I'll just leave the other ones. And somebody had stole all of my, one of the customers just stole all of my example cards, so, including the Moonbryon. So, I don't know. That was, you know, I held one in my hand before, but, you know, it got stole, you know. And they can't really do anything at the, I mean, they got video, but they don't know what they're looking at there. They just, you know, they try to view it from time to time. I don't know how it works, but they can't stop a lot of thievery, really, I don't think. But I mean, you know, you always pay for something one way or another. So, I mean, I don't know if karma will get that person, or if they just, you know, may have some problems later. I actually hope they don't have problems. I just, you know, I can't help it when people are crappy. Anyway, there's a Umbreon V, so that's different than the last pack. I got a V Max, but anyway, so there's a difference. And at the end, I'll try to remember to hold these cards upside, the pulls I'll try to hold upside down, because I may have filmed this upside down. I don't, my phone's weird, and I'm old, and, you know, I don't know. You're only as old as you feel, so I'm old. Let's see, we're gonna put that there. Turn this around. This box so far isn't turned out to be great, but that's not really, I mean, you can't help it if that's your, you know, big hit. I mean, it just happens to not be worth that much. But it is, you know, a pretty rare card. Not all rare cards are expensive. So, and I already have, that's the thing I'd really am kind of bummed about. I already have that. If it was a cheap card that I didn't already have, I wouldn't mind. But, you know, that's not the seller's fault, so, you know. But maybe I'll look out in the next several packs or something. I don't know. But to give you an idea of what this, you know, what kind of stuff you can get out of this seller's packs, you know. I don't have any reason to believe they're not legit. From what I have so far, I was happy with the last box, and I'm less happy with this one, but I'm not angry, we'll put it that way. I'm not mad. I would be if something happened, like I pulled cards that weren't even from the set, or there was just something really weird going on, but that's not the case. I will count my hits when I am done. This is third from the last pack. Yeah. So we'll see what we've got. You get, I don't know if you get better, I know you get better quality cards. I don't know what the pull rates are for other languages, but I know these are the cheapest to buy a box of if you just want to open something, and you should get some hits. Now, they may not be pricey, but you should get some hits out of these if you're not being scammed. Well, here's something. And it's a V. And I think I know I have it. I think I might have got it out of the last pack, or the last box, I'm not sure. But I know I have that card. Alright, last pack magic. Everybody, be rooting for me. Maybe I'll get something fantastic. But let's see what we got. And we didn't get anything. So really kind of bummed about this particular box. But let's see what we have. I'm just gonna separate the regular hollows out because I'm not really going to count them as hits. I mean, if you don't get any, then that's an indication that there's trouble, but that doesn't mean that they're that great. Let's see what. Let's see. A V. Okay, so we got 4 V's. These are our V's. Okay, and I'm going to turn them this way. Just in case I filmed it upside down. I never know. My phone does weird stuff. Okay, so there's that, and then we got 2 V Maxes. I'll turn them this way. There we go. And our quote-unquote big hit was this. I think it counts as a secret rare. I know they're hard to get, but I also know that this isn't worth much. I'm gonna go out and just guess that it's like under $5, easy. But I don't know. I'm not super excited about it. But yeah, I already have it. You open enough product, you get little these. Anyway, so this was part 2. I think overall, I don't know if I'll buy large quantities from this person, but I'll definitely continue to buy repeatedly from this person because they don't seem to disappoint me in the hits that I get. So I hope this helped. I'll see you next time. Thanks.